Hi guys, it's Angie with Fun Endeavors Tie-Dye Lab. Well, the weather's getting colder, so let's make us an ice-dyed hoodie. This hoodie is 90% cotton and 10% polyester. And if you'll notice, I don't have it turned inside out. I normally turn items inside out to help protect from some of the speckling, which can happen when dye doesn't fully dissolve. However, on fleece items or hoodies, sweatshirts, sweatpants, things like that, I've noticed that the polyester usually is the part that's on the inside, which makes it a little bit difficult to tell whether or not I'm getting good color saturation as I'm dyeing the item. And when I turn it over, it's really hard to tell about my saturation as well. So today I'm going to go ahead and just leave this one turned the right way, and that way I can kind of watch the saturation a little bit better. I'm going to just kind of scrunch this item, like push it bottom to top, and then start to tie some random sinew lines. Once I have the hoodie tied, I'm going to go ahead and place it aside. I was working on several projects the day that I tied this hoodie, and by the time I came back to apply the dye, the hoodie was completely dry. However, it doesn't necessarily need to be dry. You can go ahead and apply the dye when it's still partially damp. For this hoodie, I'm only going to use Northern Lights from Dalula Co. It splits really pretty, and I thought let's just do a single color hoodie and see how it turns out. I've placed the hoodie in a single layer down inside of an expandable colander. Then I'm going to place the expandable colander on top of a plastic tote. And for this hoodie, I'd like to apply the dye over the top of the ice. So I'm going to place a pretty thick layer of ice on top of the hoodie. Some of my ice is in pretty big chunks, but that's going to work out just fine for this design. One of the places that I buy ice is one of those kiosks where you just put in the money and the ice comes out in a big container. You can also use it inside of ice chests and things like that. And I noticed that the ice in those is really, really juicy. So it's not super firm and frozen. Even though the kiosk isn't too far from where I live, by the time I get home with it, it is still partially melted. And after I stick it in the freezer, it freezes in these really large chunks of ice down in the bottom of the bag. So even when I try to break it up, it's very difficult to do. Normally, I just kind of put those larger chunks aside and use them on projects like this because it's not going to bother to apply the larger chunks of ice to the top of this hoodie. I'm also really trying to add quite a bit of ice on top because I want to make sure I have plenty of ice because this fabric is pretty thick and I don't want to have to come back and apply more. And the reason why I'm applying the dye over the top of the ice is I want a more watercolor feel, and I also want this color to split quite a bit. Like I said, I'm only going to use one color and I want to have some really cool color splits. If you are in a Facebook group or another ice dye group, you may see this technique referred to as DOI, standing for dye over ice. Now I'm going to lightly sprinkle the Northern Lights from Dalula Co. over the top of the ice, followed by an additional sprinkle of dry soda ash over the top of the dye. Then I'm going to place this container aside and I'm going to allow the ice to melt. And after the ice melted, I came back and I checked it, and it looked like I had pretty good color saturation. I gently lifted the hoodie up and looked on the bottom side, and the color had gone through really well to the back side of the hoodie, so I just left it alone and allowed it to process. I left it for about 48 hours before I began rinsing it. To rinse the hoodie, I took it to my utility sink and I began rinsing it in cold water to rinse out the soda ash. Then I went ahead and warmed the water up to hot and began rinsing in hot water to try to rinse out the excess dye that didn't bond with the fabric. I also untied the hoodie and then continued rinsing just a little bit more before I went ahead and soaked it. I prefer to soak my items instead of just rinsing them for a really long time, especially with thick things like hoodies and sweatshirts. It just is much easier. So what I do is I run really hot water in my utility sink, add a little bit of Blue Dawn dish soap to the water, I place the item inside, and then I just allow it to soak. When the water cools off, I change it out, and I continue that until my water is remaining almost clear. In this case, it took quite a while because this fabric really does soak up a lot of excess dye. Then I placed the hoodie along with some Dharma's professional textile detergent into my washing machine, and I went ahead and washed it using a hot water cycle. Okay, so the hoodie has been washed, dried, and let's see what it looks like. Okay, so what do you guys think? I think this one looks really pretty. It's exactly what I envisioned in my mind as far as a very watercolor feel with lots of cool color splits. And I absolutely love this color. Like I said, this is Northern Lights from Dalula Company. And if you're not familiar with Dalula Company, it is a small dye business out in California owned by Amanda. And she hand mixes all of these dyes, especially for color splits. So she makes them specifically to be used for ice dyeing. And these colors just don't disappoint. Like I said, this color has so many cool color splits. I see shades of pink, purple, I'm getting some teal, kind of light greenish, seafoamy type colors. So many cool colors. I've left a link to her website down below this video in the description if you're curious about Amanda's colors and some of the other ones that she offers. As far as like the design on the hoodie, I'm very happy with that too. I wanted something a little more freeform. I also really like the vertical lines. I wasn't quite sure if I would, but I like the way they turned out. They're not perfect vertical lines, which is what I like about them. I like the fact that they're a little bit more wonky and more freeform to that too. And by the way, I haven't even mentioned that I'm really happy with the vibrancy of the colors on this hoodie. This hoodie was a 90% cotton, 10% polyester hoodie, which I purchased from Old Navy. I think it's one of their oversized hoodies, and I actually bought it last year, but I think they probably have them again this year. I'm not entirely sure. Don't quote me on that one. But I'm really pleased with the vibrancy of this. If you've looked for hoodies, you know it's kind of hard sometimes to find ones with a high cotton content. So I'm really happy with this one. So overall, I really love this one. I love the watercolor feel to it, love the color splits, really love the color, and overall I'm really happy with it. But what do you guys think? Please drop me some comments down below and let me know. And if you've enjoyed the video, I sure would appreciate it if you would like it, and if you'd subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you'll hit the bell, you'll receive a notification whenever I upload a new video. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great day.